Hi, welcome to my channel Ruby Net Crochet y Tejido. In this video I'm going to teach you how to knit this beautiful neck warmer or cowl. It's for the set with the hat that I did last week. It's very easy to do and very warm. I hope you guys like it and give it a try, and here is the list of material you're going to need to make it. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and click on the little bell. That way you get notification each time I upload a video. Remember, I make my videos in Spanish and English. If you receive a Spanish video and you want to see in English, go to the main page of my YouTube channel. Then you'll find the English version in there. I also have some playlists. One of them is Ruby Stedman English tutorial, and I have all the English videos in there. To make this cowl or neck warmer for the matching set with the Fair Isle hat that I did before, I'm going to use the Loose and Thread Charisma. I'm going to use the leftover of the bone color and a new ball of the red. I have leftover of the red from the hat, but it's not enough to do the entire neck warmer and to have a seam. And the inside, I better start with a new ball anyway. They are bulky 5, 100% acrylic. This one 100 grams. This one is the leftover from the hat and the color red and bone. I'm going to use a marker and a round counter to count the round for the design. I'm going to use my shea glue 8mm with a short cable. If you want to know where I bought this, in the description box below is the link of the set of shea glue. You're going to need tapestry needle and scissors and measurement. I'm going to leave the tail long enough to cast on 56 stitches plus 1. The stitch is multiple of 8. I don't want this cowl to be too open because here in Canada it's really cold in the winter, so the closest to the neck the warmer you will be. So if you want a little bit more open with more room, and then you can cast on 64 plus 1. So I'm going to leave a tail to cast on my 57 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. 15 and 15, 30. And 30 and 30, 60. That gave me my 57 plus that extra tail to lose later. I'm going to do slip knot. And I'm going to start casting on my 57 stitches. 56 for the design, multiple of 8 plus the 1 to close the circumference. I will meet you here when I have all my stitches on the needle. Once you have your stitches, we're going to start with an open work for the first row. We're going to do exactly the same as the hat. You're going to net the net and pass the purl without working. So you're going to net the first stitch and yarn to the front. You're going to pass the purl without working. Yarn to the back net, yarn to the front, pass the purl without working. Yarn to the back net, yarn to the front, pass the purl without working. Net, and you're going to pass the purls. Like that, you're going to continue all the way until the end. You start with a net and you're going to finish with a net stitch. Once you finish, you will make sure that this is not twisted and you will have the marker in place. You're going to pass the first stitch to the right hand needle, and the stitch between the marker and that stitch you're going to pull, if you want, with your finger to make it big. Pass it over the tip of your needle and pull nice and tight, and that stitch is secure and your circumference is closed. That counts as the first net without working, and then you're going to bring yarn to the front and you're going to purl the purl. Yarn to the back, pass the net as the purl, you see, the front strand, and purl the purl. Yarn to the back, pass the net, yarn to the front, purl the purls. And like that, you're going to continue working passing the net and purl on the purl until the last stitch there is a purl. Once you finish working number 2, you're going to net the net and purl the purl in number 3. So you're going to work all your stitches this time. Net the net and purl the purl. Net and purl. And number 4, you will pass the net without working and you'll purl the purl. And number 5, you will do repetition of 3, you will work all the stitches, net the net and purl the purl. Number 6, you will pass the net without working and purl the purl. And number 7, you will work all the stitches for the border. Remember, now we're working in 3, so you're working all your stitches, netting the net and purl the purl. And number 4, you will pass the net without working through the front strand and you will work the purls. And number 5, you will work all the stitches, net the net, purl the purl. And 6, you will do the repetition of 2, that's pass the net without working through the front strand and purl the purl. And number 7, you will work all the net and all the purl. And I will once you finish your 7th round, you're going to do a round with the bone color. So you're going to leave the red, and with this one you're going to work around, netting all your stitches. After this, we're going to start with the sign of the stitch. This is the chart for the stitch. I left the picture in my Instagram, Ruby Net Crochet Tejido, and in my Facebook page, Ruby Net Crochet Tejido. So we're going to start with the red and then the bone, red, bone, 3 red and 1 bone color. So I'm going to work with the bone in my right hand and the red in my left hand, because this one is the one that have to have a more space in the back because of the 3 stitches, so that will be easier working with this hand. So you're going to start with 1 red, a bone, a red, a bone, 3 red, 1, 2, and 3. You're going to open those 3, and that's the trick to Fair Isle. When you have 3 of one color, you have to open them up. That way you have a nice strand in the back, and in the tip of your needle you're going to do your stitch, and like that you have a nice space in here. And that's the repetition in round 1. So you're going to, again, a red, a bone, red, bone, 3 red, 1, 2, and 3. Open those 3 stitches, and in the tip of your needle you're gonna do your stitch, and you will have a nice strand in the back. And like that you're gonna continue in round 1. I already worked these stitches in Spanish. So you're going to start in round 2 with the bone, and then you're going to do a red, 2 bone, 3 red, one bone. So when you finish with one and you start with one, you'll have two in between that red one. So you're gonna start with the bone color. You see, you have now two. You have to separate those two stitches. You do your red and the tip of the needle. You're gonna do two bones, and the three red, it will be red. You separate those two. 1, 2, 3 red. Separate those three red, and you go at the tip of your needle and do your bone. You finish those 8, and then you start again with a bone color. Separate those two. Do a red. You have to do two bones. 3 red. 1, 2, and 3. Separate those 3. And work the bone, and you finish 8. Start again with another bone color, a red, 2 bones. You open those 2 and work your 3. You open those 3, and the tip of the needle, you do this one, and that's your 8. And like that, you want to continue in round 2. I'm gonna put this nice and close, just in case you don't have Instagram or Facebook, and you can pause the video and copy this. It's very easy to do this graph, so that way you can have it in front of you to work. Working in round 3, a red, a bone, red, bone, 3 red, 1 bone. It's exactly the same as round 1, so very easy. So you do a red, bone, red, bone, 3 red, 1, 2, and 3, and a bone. Oh, I forgot to open. You have to always open, otherwise you have very tight work. And like that, you're going to continue in round. A red, a bone, red, bone, 3 red, open those red, and a bone. And that's how you're going to continue in round 3. Are you here for round 4? Now for round 4, it's all with the bone color, so it's very easy. You do 3 round, and then the 4th is 1 color. You do 3 round, and the next one, the last one, is the bone color. So a very easy stitch. So you leave the red, and with the accent color, you're gonna work all your net stitch. We're gonna work on round 5, and it's the opposite of what we did last time. This time we're gonna start with 3 red, and then the bone, red, and bone. So you're gonna start with 1, 2, and 3. Open those 3. Right in the tip, you do the bone, and then 1 red, a bone, a red, and a bone color. So 3 red, 1, 2, and 3. Open the 3 stitches, go to the tip, a bone, and then a red, and a bone color. And like that, you're gonna continue in this round 5, and it's already the other half of the motif that we're working. For round 6 and 7, you're gonna start with 3 red. Yeah, 5, 6, and 7, you only start with 3 red. So you open those 3, you go to the tip, and you do your bone, and then you're gonna do another one. This time it's 2 bone, a red, and 2 bones. You open those stitches, again, 3 red, 1, 2, and 3. You're going to open those up, and the tip, another bone, a red in the middle, and like that you're going to continue in round 6. We're gonna work on round 7, and again 3 red, a bone, red, bone, red, and bone. It's like round 5. 3 red, 2, and 3. Open those 3, bone, and then a red, a bone, a red, and a bone. So 3 red, 1, 2, and 3. Open those 3. The red, and the brown color. And like that you're going to continue in round 7. Number 8 is all with the accent color, the bone color. So you're gonna leave the red and just work with this one. All just stitches. I finished those 8 round repetition. Now we're going to continue starting with round 1 to 8, and I'm going to do 2 more of the motif. This is the fall motif, and then I will measure mine. If I have the length that I want, around 9.5 to 10 inches, I will stop there, and then I will work the border on the other side. So if you don't have the chart, you can go back to the video and start with round 1, that is in here. We start with the red, and it's very easy. Just follow the video or the chart if you have one, and then I will measure here when I have my other 2 fall motifs done. I did 3 repetitions of the motif, and I'm gonna leave this size because this yarn is very thick, and I don't want the extra material or fabric to gather around the neck because it will be too bulky. So with this smaller size, it will be perfect. So now what I'm going to do is with the red, I'm going to do the 1 by 1 rib, cut the bone, weave it a little bit as I work. That way I just had to sew a little tail, and it will be nice. Before I start with the 1 by 1 rib, I'm going to do 1 round of net with the red, because if I do the 1 by 1 rib now with this color and here, this will look like pearl, and I want them to look like net, like this round and here. So that's what I'm going to do, 1 round with the red of net, and then I will start the 1 by 1 rib. I finished that round of net, and I'm going to count that round of net as the first round of the 1 by 1 rib, because if I start now with the first round, I will have that extra round in here. So what we're going to do now is what you did in the repetition of 2. You're going to pass the net without working and purl the pearls. Yarn to the back, pass the net without working, yarn to the front, purl the pearls. And if you look at your work now, you'll see that that round of net that we did, that strand is a pearl, and you have a line in here. So if you have done that with the bone, you'll have 1 net, 1 pearl of the bone color. So now it looks right. It will look exactly the same as this border in here. Okay, so you're going to continue with the 1 by 1 rib. Remember, we did 7 rounds, so you're going to work for 5 rounds. This is 2, and number 3 you will work all your stitches, net the net and purl the pearl, and number 4 you will do this repetition, and in 5 you will net the net and purl the pearl, and then in 6 and 7 I will meet you here. I finished that round 5. Now in 6 we're gonna do what we did at the beginning, round 1 and the border. You're gonna net the net and pass the pearl without working. So you go net the nets, yarn to the front, pass the pearl without working, yarn to the back, net the net, yarn to the front, pass the pearl without working. So we're doing the opposite of what we did in round 2 and 4. Like that, you're gonna work all your stitches. I finished round 6. Now 7 is the repetition of round 2 and 4. You're gonna pass the net without working, and you're gonna purl the pearls. Yarn to the back, pass the net without working, yarn to the front, purl the pearls. And this is the last round, and then we're gonna cast off or bind off with the tapestry needle. I finished my 7th round. Now I'm gonna cut a strand long enough to bind off or cast off my stitches, and in this part you have to leave extra tail because it's better to have extra and not enough to cast off or bind off the stitches with the tapestry needle. This is the leftover yarn. This is what I have left from the hat and the neck warmer. So with one of these is enough for the set and you have leftover. And with this color you will need two. One for the hat, one for the neck warmer, and you'll have two little bits like this left that you can combine them with this and do another hat or another neck warmer. This is not a huge neck warmer. You see, it's small. I tried it on and it's perfect. For example, today it's -21 here in Ottawa, so it's perfect to go out for a hike in this, to walk in the snow, because this is no open that the air will go through. It's perfect for those cold winter days, so it's perfect for that. I tried it on and I absolutely love the set. Well, I hope you guys like it and give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber. And if you make this beautiful set and you want to send me some pictures, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Net Crochet y Tejidos, or my Instagram, Ruby Net Crochet y Tejidos. Please share my video with friends and family. That way you help me grow here on YouTube. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.